Hello, I'm going to give you an idea how we transfer your Cine film to DVD, to memory stick, to computer hard drive, whatever format that you would actually like it in. We're using the Movie Stuff RetroScan HD scanner. We use this because of, for many reasons. It's a top of the range scanner. It doesn't have any claws to pull the film through like a projector would do, like most of the other manufacturers have. So it's very gentle on the film. Let's get this running and you'll see how we do this. We capture it to very specialised software that you buy for this particular unit. So let's get this running. Click on start. Take the lens cap off. Okay, and that's capturing the film frame at a time. It's going through the machine. As you can see, no claws, just these rollers, nice and gentle, very smooth to the film. The scanner's a HD camera there, so it's capturing it in HD onto my PC. I'm actually using a laptop, and you'll see why in a moment, why I use a laptop. There's a fast processor in this laptop, 16 gig of RAM, i5 processor and what have you. So it's you know, does the job nicely. Now we've got, this is actually scanning it all in HD. I don't mess around with colour balance, RGB settings in the scanning. I do that post-production. It's a lot easier and a lot more accurate. There's not a great deal more to say about the scanner. It's got a very bright light source. It's an LED light source, so there's no damage to the film if the film jams, although there's nowhere for the film to jam in all honesty. And it doesn't collect dust and dirt. Again, there's nowhere in the gate for it to do so. And if there was, it's extremely easy to clean. So that's basically the first process. The film goes through the scanner and scans it in HD, and then it ends up on the computer. Then what we then do, you then have to export the films. It's going to export, and there's a whole batch of films that I've done here. So in the export process, you select what film that you would like, and then you select it whether you want to export it as HD movie, NTSC, PAL movie, and whatever. You may not be able to see that. Apologies if you can't see that too clearly from where you are, but you select it as HD, what frame rate you want it to run at. I would normally select 18 frames a second, and various other settings, which I won't go into this. So you export that. Now the reason why I use a laptop is because if you've done a big batch of films, 10, 20, 30, whatever, it can take a long time to export them. So what I do, I take the laptop home, stick it on the kitchen table and leave it running. So it doesn't matter if it takes 2, 3, 4 hours, it doesn't make any odds. When you come in the following day, you're ready to then use those exported files. It creates .mov files, which is excellent for my purpose because I use a Mac for editing. And then the next process is, once they're exported, bring it over to the Mac and then load them into the Mac. Either I tend to copy them over to another external drive, so it's specifically on this drive, and then I can use various programs for editing. Now for Cine film, I tend to use Adobe Premiere. For other editing, it will also work in Final Cut Pro 10. As you can see, I've got a film loaded here in Final Cut Pro 10. But the big disadvantage with Final Cut Pro 10 is you can't create DVDs easily. You can burn a DVD, but if there's, say, more than 1, 2, 3 films, you can't put chapters in. So it just runs the whole film. But with Adobe Premiere, it's great because you load up the file, you do your editing, you can crop it, take bits out, do your colour correction if you need to. I do find some films come out quite noisy, quite grainy, so I've got a lovely bit of software that is called Neat Video. Go into that, drop that on, and it comes up with the various noise reduction effects. I'll show you if we go into, say, that one, applied effects, please select a clip, applied effects, and then you can see I've already applied the noise reduction. You can see there with the noise reduction it's noisy, and then with that effect it isn't, it's clean. So it works brilliantly. The other lovely thing with Adobe Premiere Elements, which is this is the main reason why I use Adobe Premiere Elements, is for doing the DVDs, because you select your DVD menu. This one's already been pre-done, so it automatically creates your scenes based on the films. Now you can either number the films, you can name the films, or whatever, and then that burns the DVD. So I hope you can see the reason why transferring Cinefilm is quite costly is because of the work involved to do it. It actually goes from the scanner into the PC as a HD file. Then you've got to export that to create the MOV file. Then you've got to put it into your edit program to get rid of any noise, edit out black holes and what have you, and then produce the DVD. And obviously, whilst it's transferring the films, you need to man it. You can leave it running, but it's a bit iffy to do that. You need to man it really, because you do find some sections might be really overexposed. It may just stop. Very rarely does it do so. So everything about film is kind of manual really. So of course that's one of the reasons why it's expensive. And also the other reason is the kit is extremely expensive. I mean, this iMac was £2,500. This PC £1,000. That was £6,000–7,000. You know, you're looking at a big investment to be able to do the job properly. That is my process for transferring your Cinefilm, be it 8mm, 9.5 or 16mm, and it does both the 8s, so it's standard 8 and Super 8. You just basically swap the gates over, so you have a standard 8 gate, which is what I've got in now, and I can put in my 16mm gate. If you have 16mm film, put in my 16mm gate and just swap them over. So there you go. That's my process for transferring your treasured films. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you when you bring your films in to us to be done. Thanks very much.